Well, good morning, friends. Coach Bob with you. Today is day three of Can-Am BRP, Club BRP. This is my final day here in Boston. It's been a lot. It's been crazy. It's been busy. Today, a lot of possibilities today. Possibility one, which is pretty interesting, is I may be able to get to ride the EV motorcycles today. At 10 o'clock, a group is supposed to meet downstairs. They invited me to go, and I don't know if you know, with the you got a ton of people here, so I'm not sure exactly where they're meeting and all that. So I'm just gonna, I'm not shy. I just go down there and kind of, push my way in and figure out if I can get the opportunity to ride these things. I won't have a helmet cam or anything like that, so it'll just be, maybe I'll shoot as much footage of them riding, and then when I ride, I won't have any footage going. So it's just the way it is. I wish I could. I wish I had a helmet cam and all that, but I don't. But check out my view here in Boston. This is just awesome. We're staying at the Aloft Hotel, which is on D Street, for those who are in the know. I'm not in the know, but I know that much because I'm here. Anyway, but this is my view. It's pretty awesome. So that's the park down there on D. That's where we're going to have a party tonight, apparently. It's the going away party for all of the folks at BRP. And then that right there, that massive building, if I walk along that little sidewalk and go into that parking garage, that is actually the back of the convention center. And you can see it goes from there way over there. It's blocks long. It's unbelievable. It's probably the biggest building I've ever been in my life. It's insane. But the skyline is beautiful at night. Hopefully tonight I can get you a little bit of skyline, if not from this window, maybe down on the ground. Who knows? I don't know what I'm going to be able to see or where all I'm going to be. That sun's killing my eyes. The sleeping thing, that's a real issue. But I'm not complaining because I'm here, and this has been a great experience. So we're going to look at RYKERs, we're going to look at electric motorcycles, and we're going to have a great day. We're going to talk all things Can-Am, all things BRP, all things on road. So stick around, give the video a big old fat thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Right, so we're obviously going to be riding in an urban environment, so this is going to be interesting. Am I going to look like a circus bear on a tricycle? Well, we'll find out in a minute, won't we? It's been a great ride, man. This is awesome. Beautiful Boston, man. Look at this harbor.
Very cool. Man, rain mode. If I was commuting, I would never take it out of rain mode. It's got tons and it's nice and smooth in the city and very cool. What's fun? Yeah, oh yeah.
So I want to officially go on and say that the EVs are a smashing success. These things are wonderful. Good power, good balance, very nimble, very lightweight, very quiet. The encased chain is silent. I was really surprised. I didn't expect it to be as quiet as it was. But that encased chain is very cool. Single-sided swing arm, plenty of torque, tons of torque as a matter of fact. Runs very cool. These are a liquid-cooled battery and liquid-cooled electric engine, so really cutting-edge technology. These things are pretty amazing. All right, so I'm gonna risk being charged $5,000 by pointing the camera at a YouTube legend.
YouTube amateur.
This is Asta Cruiser. Now I know this guy's cool, man.
Yeah. I'm standing here with a legend.
Oh man, hey, thank you for letting me ride with you today.
Yes,
man.
that was so much fun.
All right, so we're going to talk about the Can-Am origin with the Rotax E-Power liquid-cooled 47 horsepower engine with 53 pound-feet of torque. Can do a top sustained speed of 80 miles an hour, acceleration 4.3 seconds 0 to 60. So it moves on pretty good. Of course, it's battery powered, lithium ion, 8.9 kilowatts. It's liquid cooled, the battery, the inverter, all that stuff is cooled.
your range on this thing in the city, you're going to get about 90 miles. Combined city and other types driving 71, and sustained 50 miles an hour, you're going to be able to go over just over 50 miles. There's an active regen thing on the battery. What happens is when you're decelerating and you don't want to use the brake, you turn the throttle forward, and when you do that, it regenerates the battery, so it onboard charges. The swing arm is super cool, single-sided. In my old motorcycle days, that's when you get into exotic stuff, is when you have the single-sided swing arm. The front brake is a 2-piston floating caliper, and the rear is a 1-piston. They're not Brembos, but they are quality, because I rode one earlier today and it felt really, really good. The Origin has the spoke wheels on it, which I love, that very retro look. Here's the cool thing about it. It's nimble, it's small. The seat height is 34 inches, and this is the bigger of the two bikes. It has a curb weight of 412 pounds. So you understand that you're not having a wet weight and a dry weight because it's a battery. But it is a liquid cooled system. Again, like I said, the batteries are cooled, the engine is cooled, all of that, so it doesn't get hot. And that's what allows it to charge more rapidly than a lot of the other brands. Has Apple CarPlay on it, 10.25-inch display, all of the things you would expect. You know, a normal mode, an eco mode, rain, sport, off-road, off-road plus, and all of the switch gears on the handlebars are all backlit. Does have ABS on it and traction control. A lot of accessories for it as far as windshield, top cases, tank bags, saddle bags, you know, the Link stuff that you're familiar with. But I'm going to tell you, after riding this thing this morning, it just made a huge difference of the overall experience. It's way more than I thought it was going to be. The height of it is perfect. I have a 34-inch inseam, and I'm going to say, although the seat height is considered 34 inches, I still had some bend in my knees. So when you compress the suspension from your body weight, I would say that anyone with a 32-inch inseam should be able to flat foot this thing quite easily. And this is the tall one. Again, that single-sided swing arm just absolutely kicks butt. I love it. It used to be you only got a single-sided swing arm in the super exotics. To see this on an adventure-style motorcycle is really nice. Here's your single-sided swing arm on the swing arm side. Now, if you've noticed that you've got this case here. That case, the chain is enclosed in that case in an oil bath. So your chain maintenance is cut unbelievably. I want to say it was like 6,000 miles before your first service, and then like 10,000 miles every service thereafter. You have to look that up, but I heard a briefing on it earlier this week. It was pretty phenomenal. And from a guy who has to maintain his chain on a standard bike, this is a big deal. I'd love to see a lot of manufacturers go to this. It's proven technology. The seat is way more comfortable than you would expect. You know, I rode it for about an hour this morning, and I was not uncomfortable at all. Now, the guys that were riding the smaller one, which we're going to look at in a minute, they said the seat was a little stiff on that one, but this felt great. Again, all your switch gears are backlit. It looks really, really nice, super high quality. I'm very impressed with these motorcycles, as you can tell. Yeah, it sounds like I want one. I do. So now we're going to look at the Can-Am Pulse. So everything powertrain is the same. The brakes are the same. But the suspension is different. The size is different. And the curb weight on this is 390 pounds. 10.25-inch display, Apple CarPlay. This has normal, eco, rain, and sport modes. So all the backlit switch gear. So as you can see, this looks like a little naked hooligan sports bike. Very reminiscent of like the speed triples or the KTM sporty naked bikes. So I believe this could be a real side-by-side competitor. And as far as power, you know, 0 to 60 on this thing it's absolutely stellar. Now, I know there are going to be a lot of haters out there who go, man, electric technology, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it. Like it or hate it, it's coming. So to see companies embracing it and building a motorcycle and getting on the front side, but I think Can-Am is really smart doing this. They have a lot of really genius people putting this thing together. You know, if you get a chance to go test ride one, you need to put your butt on the seat. This is the Pulse. This is the smaller one. And when I say smaller, I just mean physically it's not as large. I can comfortably sit on this and ride it. I like the taller adventure style bike, but I would say if I was going to be scooting around town and I live in more of an urban environment, this is the one I would get. Man, you can absolutely yank this thing around on the road and get in and out of traffic like nobody's business. Stop's great, the torque is great. I will say also that the rider modes work. You know, sometimes you get on something and you put it in a different mode and you don't feel a difference. I felt a difference. We had this thing in rain mode with traction control on, and when I would go around a curve and hit a manhole cover or a slick spot on the paint, you would feel it cut the throttle, not in an aggressive way that would make you disconcerted, but you would know that it's there and it does its thing. The actual operation of the throttle controls and the modes do actually work. I will say that sitting on the Pulse surprised me more than anything I've experienced. I really anticipated it being too small, but it's not. It's very deceiving. A small person can ride it or a tall person can ride it. And the geometry on it is very, very comfortable. Now, of course, the Origin, I expected it to be a certain way because it's taller, it looks taller, it looks more like what I'm accustomed to sitting on as I've gotten older. This has enough physical size, again, that a person that's 6'3" can absolutely enjoy riding. Now, we knew the Origin was going to fit me. I'm an adventure guy. I love doing that stuff. I used to be more of a sporty guy, but I've turned myself around and gotten more in the dirt over the years, and I really do enjoy it. So this, I would really like to see one of these in my garage, whether it's something that they loan me or it's just something that I buy. I could see myself picking one of these up in the next few years because I think the technology is really, it's really on the front leading edge, and everything seems to be going really smooth with this design. So again, you need to get on one. You need to ride it and check it out. That's the only way you're ever going to know. All right, so the RYKER's offering the same engines this year, the Rotax 600 inline 2 and the Rotax 900 inline 3. They're both liquid cooled, fuel injection type machines. Horsepower on the 600 is 50, on the 900 is 82 horsepower, and torque on the 600 is 36.7 pound-feet, and on the 900, 58.3 pound-feet. They both have a CVT transmission with reverse. Physically, when you sit on them, you really can't tell the difference. They're the same. Your storage capacity is not a lot because you have a very, very small box, a very, very small front in the front. It's 1.85 gallons, but there are a lot of link accessories available for this thing. So the dry weight on the 600 is 594 pounds. On the 900 is 616 pounds. Now this RYKER has the King Crimson replacement body panels. This is the absolute in-town ripper. You get this thing out on the road and you just absolutely have a blast. I found myself trying to stay out of trouble with this thing. I was finding dirt roads and, you know, just fishtailing the whole thing. It was just a super fun experience. Now, of course, this one isn't designed for that. This is not the rally. This is the 600 ACE, so this is more of a street fun ride. You can see they've got the link compatible rack on the back and have this link box here. So this is like additional stuff. So this is a 36-liter box for the back. So very nice size. And the RYKER also has the single-sided swing arm and shaft driven. Another cool thing about the RYKER, you can move these. There's a rod that runs right along here. You take these foot pegs, move them forward or backwards. And that way your riding position is perfect like you want it. Right there, that's for your reverse. All right, so this is the one I was telling you about that I got in trouble on, fishtailing and donuts and all of that stuff. This is the RYKER Rally. This is the 2026 RYKER Rally. So it only comes in the 900cc category. CVT drive, a better suspension, multi-link swing arm, bigger wheels, more aggressive tires. Love the rims on these things. The dry weight on this is 668 pounds. And this has a lot of cool rider modes where you can turn off all of your assist stuff. Again, 1.8 gallons is all you're going to be able to store on the front, but with other accessories you can do a lot more. You still have the foot pegs that will slide forward and backwards, even with your brake pedal, which is pretty cool. Single-sided swing arm. You see it's got the acropovic exhaust, which sounds great. The aggressive tire, the cool rims. You got your big link plate. You can get all kinds of accessories from, you know, coolers to backpacks, you name it, you can get it for this thing. So in yesterday's video, I was telling you about the new phone mount that they're offering for the Can-Ams. This is where Can-Am has partnered with a company that makes these. You see, this looks very much like just a piece of billet aluminum. And then you have a billet aluminum piece that goes around your handlebar. You set your angle with a set screw right here, so you can move it up and down. Then this is similar to, I'm going to call it ram ballish, but it's not a ram ball. And you tighten there's a little nut right there you can tighten to keep it from moving. And you can see right here that little bit of movement within this. Like with the quad lock, you have to purchase that big vibration dampener. This comes built into this one, which is really nice. Keeps it from damaging your camera on your phone. You see this little button that you can depress right there? What that does, there are these two little arms right here that grab your phone. You can see them moving in and out like that as I press the button. There's one on each side. So you've got the magnet in the middle which aligns the phone, drops it right where you need it. My only complaint with the quad lock has been that sometimes it's hard to line it up as I'm locking it in. It's a great system, but this, I'm looking at going with this on my Spider. And yeah, I'm going to actually have to buy it. But again, it has the vibration dampener built into it. It aligns with the phone just locks in. And then when you want to let go of it, you press that and you pull it straight out, and that's it. I don't know if these are on the Can-Am website or in the dealers yet, but this is really a trick piece. I could see myself buying one of these for every motorcycle I have. On all RYKERs, this is how you put the fuel in them. You simply pull the door back, and there it is. Your frunk is right here. Again, it's small, but great, very functional. The Rally, as I was saying, does have the adjustable KYB suspension, and it works because I've used it. And if you were wondering, the rear suspension is adjustable as well. Now this color is pink. It may not be for everybody, but this is called Cotton Candy. This was one of the requests, one of the top requests from RYKER riders was this color. The RYKERs just have all kinds of cool accessories that you can put on these things and just really trick them out. They've done a good job setting this thing up as a customizable format. All right, so we've talked about all things electric vehicle motorcycles and RYKER rallies and RYKER 600 and 900s. So you've got all your RYKER data, you've got all your electric motorcycle data. We did the Can-Am Spider data yesterday. Link to that video will be down below if you haven't seen it yet. If you're interested in the Spider is a bigger tourer. I have a Spider RT Sea to Sky in my garage. I also have a RT Base, an older one, a 2019, that is unbelievably wonderful. I put tens of thousands of miles on it, and it is absolutely spectacular to this very, very day. I can ride anything I want, and yet I always go back to the Spider. There you go. I figure while I'm here, I might as well show you the F3, that beautiful yellow color. A lot of people are excited about this. This Mars Red is absolutely cool. Just I can't wait to see this in the sun. When I replace the Sea to Sky that I have, if I buy one or if they give me a loaner, this will be the color I request. You guys know that I have an affinity to white motorcycles, but this color just knocks me out. And here it is on the Sea to Sky itself. It's just a phenomenal color. The other thing on the Sea to Sky that I think is just super cool is this top panel. May not be a big deal to a lot of people, but this matching color panel to me just makes it super sleek, way more trick looking. It's just, I love it. Just a great design. And again, the RT Limited, super sweet. This motorcycle basically You know, the Sea to Sky is the Can-Am Limited on steroids. This is just the limited. When I say just the limited, it still has all of the niceties minus just a few touches. All right, well, sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and let's look around at all the Can-Am stuff. Thanks for hanging around. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it. I would appreciate it. But here we go. I've got to get me one of these hats. I'll buy one of these. That is really cool. I love that. I know it's more off-road and all that jazz, but that is just cool. Oh man, love that, man. That is sweet. So I want to talk a little bit about the Can-Am Ride-Out Intimidation Program. You know, this is a program designed for anti-bullying. You know, I'm a swim coach. I actually am a swim coach. It's not just a moniker that I wear, Coach Bob. I am a swim coach. I see it every day, and I love to defend the defenseless. That's part of what we are. And it's awesome to see that a massive corporation like Can-Am and BRP is taking an active role in suppressing this kind of behavior. You know, there's nothing we can do to ever really stop it. Anyone who's ever had a YouTube channel will know that. Much less, you know, the kid that might not be as strong or as fast or as cool as the other kid. It's part of life. But you know what we can do? We can take an active part in trying to suppress that behavior, call it out when we see it. We don't need to bully bullies, you know what I mean? But there is a way to with great certainty, deter that behavior. So I applaud Can-Am for taking an active role in that. Thanks for the help, y'all. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm heading down to the party. I'll probably have to mute the camera and have some music playing over the top. They'll put me in YouTube jail even if the band is playing a song. It's kind of crazy the way they do that, you know. I think it's a little bad, but anyway, let's go check this party out, see what it's all about. Club BRP. It's a little breezy out here. I'm telling you, kind of chilly. I'll put a long sleeve on under my t-shirt so I wouldn't be cold. Y'all doing?
Are you gonna be drinking alcohol tonight?
No.
All right.
I have a heart condition. You think a man of my age? Look, you don't have to say anything. You know, this is Melanie. She is the media professional.
Oh boy, yes I am. I have a great team though, so that's why it helps.
You did an awesome job. I just want to tell you, as a guy who, you know, I put videos out on the internet all the time and constantly get criticized, I bet you never get criticized.
It depends. I'm not often in front of the camera though, so it helps.
So there's that anonymity and standing behind it.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Well, very good. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks to you.
Thanks. Brother, hang on. I got to get that handlebar mustache. That is mighty fine, brother. Looking good, man. Love it. You guys look awfully serious. Man, woo! Brother, you better let her win with that look. Just throw it. Just throw the game right now. Hey, how are you? Do you mind being on camera?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. This is Giselle. She is awesome. She has taken care of me and
Bob
a
is
lot of
awesome.
things. And so I just want to make sure that she gets an official Can-Am subscriber thank you. So down below, say thanks, Giselle. She is the best.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Coach Bob. You're the
Thank
best.
you. All right, well, this was great as anticipated. How you doing, buddy?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. Y'all have a good night. I didn't drink and my heart feels wonderful. Bye-bye. This was a great event. I just met a young couple. I'm going to be doing a video on them while I'm riding about family and life. They are opening up a dealership in Seymour, Indiana. Yeah, Seymour, Indiana. It's going to be called Midwest Power Sports. Once they get up and on their feet, we want to flood them with business, online business if we can. That would just be a great way for them to start their life as a business. So I will keep you updated on that. But I do have some interesting things to share, their life, their philosophy. It really is quite beautiful. So, but let's get back to the room and we're gonna close this thing out. It's been a great day. Tomorrow, travel time, back to Tallahassee, baby. Back to the heat. I'm wearing two t-shirts. One's a long sleeve, one's a short sleeve, and I'm cold. But this is where we're staying, at the Aloft. Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. All right, let's get in the room, do some talking. All right, so I've turned all my lights off in the room just so we could maybe see the skyline from here and also see this beautiful party that BRP is having down there in the park. It's getting a little late, and old Coach Bob, we'll just say he's out of gas. He's a little tired. Let's go to the other window. Here's my workstation, you know, in here doing my thing, editing. It has been absolutely beautiful. It's been a wonderful and long day. You got to hang out and see everything that has gone on. It's been wide open since 7 o'clock this morning. So I'm gonna crash here in just a little while, and tomorrow going to be getting up early, leaving here about 5:30, heading over to the airport and flying to beautiful Tallahassee, then driving home. It's going to be a great trip. It's always great to meet people and just be a part of all of this. Everyone here, as you could tell from the park where people were yelling and waving and hugging, it's been a magnificent time. I can't tell you how grateful I am for the treatment that I experience everywhere I go, whether it's a DeLand Spider Rally or Daytona Biketoberfest or Bike Week or Deadwood Spider Rally. The Spider people, whether it's the corporate folks from BRP or the Spider family that I have that is you, it's mind-numbing. With all of the things that have gone on in my life, and you know what I'm talking about, it's wonderful to have folks in your corner. So I can't thank you enough for going along on this journey with me. I am so appreciative of everything that's happened in my life to be able to be here, to share this time with you. And hopefully you've gotten a little more insight into what is going on. Maybe felt the pulse more of the production side and the producers and what they're doing. And maybe, just maybe, they got a little more of the pulse from us through me conveying messages from you. As you guys left comments, I was asking people the questions that you ask me. And I've been trying my best to make sure that in these videos that I put the answer to those questions in there. So thank you for asking, and thank you for helping build the Can-Am Spider, because it's you who come up with the great ideas, and we hand it to research and development and engineers so that they can take what we want and maybe build that magic machine for the future. All right. Well, that's all I got for you today. I'll see you tomorrow, though. I'm sure I'll be filming something somewhere along the way. Who knows? If you're in an airport, you might end up being on camera. All right. Well, do me a favor. Yes, you. Go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself. And remember, if you're not having fun, you were most definitely doing it wrong. Now, I'll see you on the road real soon. Who knows, Biketoberfest and DeLand Spider Rally, they're coming up. If you're there, I'll see you. All right, you go seize the day. I'm going to get some shut-eye, y'all. Good night.